place I see wolves and it's tight like this, like the Adirondacks, it's over in a split second because they panic and run. There's no way better because of the way we treat them. So in any case, not only is this a huge territory, but it means that they're going to spend their time running around the territory trying to meet animals that they have an option, that they have a chance at harvesting. So to understand how that works, what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and introduce a character called Bruce the Moose. Bruce is a 1,500-pound bull moose. This is a big boy. Next to the definition of confidence in the online dictionary is a thumbnail print of Bruce the Moose. Because Bruce is not impressed and not afraid. Like I said, I've seen hundreds of moose all over North America. I routinely go looking for them. I write articles about them. I think moose are just amazing animals. But one thing they're not is frightened, and they just sort of stand there and look at you. And Bruce is not only 1,500 pounds, he's 15 years old. So Bruce is a grizzled old guy who's pretty much had his day. And the biggest problem that Bruce has in nature is the fact that he is a huge, he's a herbivore. Let's just call him a vegan for now. He's a huge vegan with an unbelievably tremendous caloric intake requirement. Now, this is not a claim you're used to hearing because all of us know vegans who are disgustingly healthy. Two of my sons are pretty much vegans and they do Ironman and stuff like that. Has anyone seen a photograph of Mike Tyson after he became a vegan? After he was a champion, he became kind of rotund and fat and stuff. And someone turned him into a vegan, and now he's in his 50s. He looks like this again. Like, so being a vegan should be healthy, but the difference is that we cheat, and we cheat in two ways. The first way we cheat, we go to the health food store. The second way we cheat, we are eating what we call fake vegetables. And there's an easy way to prove this. Young man, big bro, what is your favorite vegetable?
Broccoli.
Broccoli. Give us another one.
Artichoke.
Artichoke. Oh, fancy. Okay. If you ask me, I'd immediately yell out broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and corn. And corn comes from a plant you can't even eat. In other words, this is not what Bruce the Moose gets to eat. These plants come from human geniuses who were in fact innovating and breeding. Remember ninth grade biology again, Mendel with the peas in Belgium, the monk, right? So these are vegetables we have created out of products in nature, and we've infused them with nutrition, and they are indeed very good for you. This is not what Bruce the Moose gets to eat. So let's put Bruce in the worst eating season of the year, which is winter. All the greenery that he likes to eat is gone. He's forced to eat the twigs off of trees, the stems and stuff. He goes ahead and he rips the bark off trees, much to their disappointment, and eats that. He's so desperate for sodium in his diet in the winter, he goes up on the road to lick up the salt we throw down to melt the ice, which is why small towns in the Adirondacks are quietly backing away from doing that. Lawyers have figured this out, and we're seeing lawsuits that say, my client is dead because you attracted the moose up on the road, and guess what? They're right in this case. So we're going back to sand, folks, all because the number of moose are increasing. So in any case, what this means is because Bruce is subject to eating foods that are so low in nutrition and he has such a huge caloric requirement, Bruce the Moose this year is going to eat between 5 and 10 tons.
Oh my God.
5 and 10 tons, right? Now, what does that mean? I want you to understand how much food this is. When you go by the farmer's fields and you see those huge cylindrical bales of hay they make with their baling equipment, each of those is about 1,000 pounds. So I think you can eat 10 or 20 of those this year. And of course, it's not given to Bruce. He has to go out and gather it. And he spends all his time. So if he's not sleeping, mating, or rutting, what is Bruce the Moose doing? He's eating, right? Now, this is not exactly conducive to world travel, and as a result, by the time Bruce is 15 years old, the odds are he's not even 100 or 200 miles away from where he was born. Now, let's look at this from the wolf's point of view. This means that Bruce the Moose will not only spend his entire life among wolf packs, the odds are pretty good, he'll spend his entire life in this wolf pack's particular territory,